Welcome to the CTA Foundation CES interview series. My name is Steve Ewell, and I'm Executive Director of the Consumer Technology Association Foundation, and I'm pleased to be joined today by Sarah Storelli. She's Program Director and Global Marketing Lead for Call for Code, Ecosystem, and NGO Partnerships at IBM. Welcome, Sarah. So happy to have you joining us today.
Thank you so much, Steve. It's wonderful to be here with you.
Well, I'm always excited to talk with you because we really do share a passion for tech for good. And the CTA Foundation's really been pleased to work with you over the last couple years and what you're doing with Call for Code. But for any of those people who just don't happen to know what Call for Code's doing, can you share a little bit about that program?
Absolutely. So Call for Code is actually a year-round, always-on tech for good platform where we're calling on developers and problem solvers around the world to help solve pressing societal issues. So whether it's in relation to natural disasters, climate change, COVID, racial justice, we've really turned this program into now actually a 3-year initiative and ongoing specifically for a variety of folks to get involved, whether they're, all on the enterprise side to startups, developers in general. And so we're really excited, to be here today, as well as to share more with all listening too.
And that program, it includes more than just IBM developers. You're really reaching out and engaging a wide variety of developers in the program.
Yes, correct. So whether it's a variety of our clients, ranging from, Morgan Stanley, we have Capgemini, all the way down to folks at Unity, really across the spectrum. And then additionally, we have a variety of key partners, one of which is the UN Human Rights specifically is our charitable partner. Of course, CTA Foundation has been a wonderful partner to us as well. We also have an entire university challenge as well that's actually geared towards university students, and in that partnership is specifically with the Clinton Foundation and their subsidiary Clinton Global Initiative University. And so together, actually, with that partnership, we've nearly reached 60,000 students within the past 2 years.
Wow, that really is incredible. This year we've all certainly seen some of the challenges of this year. But we also see the promise and the power that technology has to address some of the challenges that we're facing, and really keep us all connected and engaged in the work that we're able to do. How has Call for Code reacted to some of the challenges of 2020 and adapted to meet some of these challenges?
Absolutely. So this year specifically, we actually have 2 new elements. So one of which every year, our big global challenge that typically runs around from March to July timeframe. And as a side note, we've actually now had over 400,000 developers and problem solvers participate in that community. But specifically during that time, even this year, we actually have expanded our focus, not just to climate change, which was what we initially had launched with, but actually to expand to COVID-19. So once again, really leveraging Call for Code and the agility of the platform that we have to go tackle items, that are pressing to the world and the market in real time. And so we actually had an accelerated track focused on COVID-19, where we had a variety of developers participate on one actually specifically of a project called SafeQ has actually been used so far in a few deployments, even one of which with Waffle Cabin. So for those Beckies who may go skiing or go to Waffle Cabin in general, it's actually helping with the lines as far as people being able to, safely still receive their waffles, but from a social distance standpoint without compromising their health. And then secondly, as we've all been hearing in the US, at least specifically, was this year with a variety of murders that happened to people of color specifically. And so IBM had taken a much broader stance, and we thought, how could we apply that really to Call for Code to make a difference? And so we had launched Call for Code for Racial Justice as well. So where we have actually 5 open source projects out there for anyone to contribute to. And so it's focused on a variety of issues ranging, from policy and legislation reform, et cetera. And so once again, really taking real world issues and distilling them down for developers or anyone to get involved with. And another, I would say, one of the hallmarks of Call for Code that has actually been around since inception, and even more prevalent this year as we've now been, now we're in year 4, has specifically been deployment. So we actually not just take the technology, from this global challenge, and you have developers, potentially leverage it or not, but we actually go deploy the technology in a variety of regions around the world. And so our 2018 winner, Project Owl, had deployed in Puerto Rico. We had our 2019 winner, Prometeo, they are based in Barcelona and have had done testing there. Our 2020 winner, Agrily, they're currently in our pipeline for that deployment. So of course, as you can imagine, this year with the pandemic, it was a little bit difficult to do in-person deployments, but nonetheless, not only those projects, but a variety more that we have in the pipeline have been doing a variety of testing still, even if they can, remote or be, ideating on their tech to refine it even more of their projects. And then now we have the racial justice projects into the fold too. So we're looking, for anyone who wants to join, whether it's, from an NGO to enterprise, startup, a university that potentially might want to adopt the project. They could actually contribute code to it as well, help any way from a resource standpoint, such as, you and your team have obviously been a great support to us as far as even subject matter expertise. So our developers are not creating any solution in a box, but rather, with those real world examples. So tech is actually usable and deployable by the everyday citizen around the world.
Yeah, and that's one of the things we really enjoy about this is the technology. It gets out into use in situations where people need it. And that's why, the CTA Foundation is always happy to help as far as, making sure that the developers are thinking about accessibility and usability for as many people as possible, but really getting as many diverse voices, as many diverse organizations as you're able to engage. And it's really incredible to see the expansion that you've done over the last year as you add really pressing issues into the portfolio that you're managing. Are you looking as far as 2021? Are you going to continue on with the various new initiatives that you added in 2020, or how's the 2021 program look?
Yes, so we can't reveal the 2021 theme just yet, but rest assured, we will be carrying on all of our projects, and initiatives thus far to date will continue on in 2021. So really it's that always on, so regardless of when we launch our challenge, that roughly, last for that 4 to 5 month period, we will have a variety of our open source projects will all still remain open for people to contribute to, get involved in some capacity. And so we're actually looking forward to doubling down even more in those specific critical areas as it does relate still to climate change and racial justice, COVID, natural disasters. And we felt compelled enough as well, given the ecosystem that we have built, numerous partners around the world who have helped really make Call for Code what it is. We felt the need to continue on really of what has been built thus far and continue to develop that even further.
Well, now here we are at CES 2021, the digital CES. I've always enjoyed having a chance to get to see you at the IBM booth at CES. This is an opportunity for us to really see the emerging technologies that are coming. Some of the things like, seeing the results that come out of Call for Code, beyond just the work that IBM and Call for Code are doing. Are there kind of trends in technology that you're excited for? Are there emerging technologies that really interest you?
Yeah, specifically, there's so many, I feel like, and that's what it's always wonderful to see you at CES too, and just to be enamored with all the various offerings and innovation, that are happening really around the world. It's just truly amazing and inspiring. And so I think this year I'm personally excited since I am a sports fan. So I always enjoy, seeing the sports technology that comes out. I think it also, even from a silver tech perspective, and to your point, even really in regards to CTA Foundation, as far as having that accessible tech, I think as we continue to progress as a society, I think it's just imperative that we bring along everyone with us, or as many people as possible, that we can, and really making sure that tech gets in the right hands and is accessible for all. And so in general, I think from a high level, I'm excited to see what else, even from AI developments, of course, especially coming, from the IBM world. It's always exciting to see, from a consumer space, what's happening, in AI and with the cloud. So looking forward, obviously a little bit different format this year, but to definitely, peruse the variety of the expo booths and the sessions as well.
Well, I have no doubt we're going to see a lot of exciting work going on in all of those categories. And yeah, I can't wait to see what new innovations will be there and what will be rolled out throughout the year of 2021 and on. So, if people are interested in learning more about Call for Code, maybe ways that they can get involved with that or other programs that you're doing with IBM, where should they go?
Absolutely. So they can go to developer.ibm.com/call for code. And so on that site, it actually has a variety of all of our offerings relative to Call for Code and even to IBM Developer from a much broader perspective too. But relative to Call for Code, folks will be able to see items about the global challenge, a variety of technical resources, our open source projects that we have that are specifically focused from the natural disaster, COVID, as well as climate change projects, in addition to racial justice as well. So it's really our one-stop shop for folks to have those resources and learn more.
Well, thank you, Sarah. It's always a real pleasure to talk to you. And really, it's exciting to see the way that you're engaging the developer community, engaging the technology world, and doing good with it. So thank you for all the great work that you're continuing to do through Call for Code and IBM.
Thank you much, Steve. It's truly a pleasure working with you in our partnership, and we're excited, for all things to come in this new world of ours that is unfolding rapidly. So thanks again so much. Really excited to see all the other developments at CES as well.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to have a wonderful CES 2021. And for the audience, if you're interested in learning more about the CTA Foundation, you can go to ctafoundation.tech. And I hope to see you at CES 2021.